following information, let's calculate the z-test statistic, p-value, and state whether or not we should reject the null hypothesis based upon our significance level. Here we have a null hypothesis where our proportion is equal to 0.65, that's the claim, and the alternative is that the proportion is not equal to 0.65. So what this means is that we have a two-sided proportions test, where x, the number of successes, is equal to 18, n is our sample size equal to 30, and our significance level is 0.10. So the first step is we should calculate our test statistic. So our z-test statistic for our proportion is z equal to p hat minus p naught all over the square root of p naught 1 minus p naught over n. In this case, we need to find out what our sample proportion is. Well, p hat is simply just equal to x over n, which in this case is 18 over 30, which is equal to 0.60. So if we put that back into our formula over here, we get 0.60 minus 0.65, our claim, divided by the square root of our claim of 0.65. 1 minus that, which will just be 0.35, all divided by our sample size of 30. This is equal to a numerator value of negative 0.05, that's the difference between the sampled proportion and claim, divided by the standard error, which comes out to be 0.0871. This is equal to a z-test statistic then of negative 0.57. So the next step to find the p-value is to find this on our t-table, or z-table, excuse me, we're doing a z procedure. So we need to do a two-sided test. So what does this look like? We have our standard normal distribution. Let's go ahead and draw the distribution. So this is 0, and our test statistic here is negative 0.57. We want to find the area that's more extreme than this in the tails. But because it's a two-sided test, we have to take the positive value as well, 0.57 of our test statistic, find the area that falls below here. Now these two areas will have the same value because the z distribution is symmetric. All right, so let's go ahead and find the area that falls below negative 0.57 on the z table. If we scroll down, we find the area that falls below negative 0.57, if we scroll across, is equal to 0.28434, because that's in the hundredths column. So again, 0.28434 is the lower portion of this. This implies the upper half to also be that same amount. We add these together and we get a p-value equal to 0.56868, or approximately 0.57. Well, this p-value is quite large. It's much larger than our significance level of 0.10. So what this means is that we will fail to reject the null. Basically, the sampled information does not have any evidence against the claimed proportion. It's very similar to the claimed proportion, so we fail to reject the null hypothesis.